Start with the roller behind our back like that and just standing with your arms resting on it, right? So just a little chest opener, shoulder stretch here. And find your feet wherever they feel most comfortable under your hips. Right? Just however wide you want your feet legs to be. Toes pointed forward. And we'll just lift and lower our heels here. So taking a few breaths, right, to get used to breathing. We'll float the heels up as we inhale. And float them back down on our exhale. Letting your arms relax. Yes, float up and down as you breathe, nice and full breath. So a lot of this is, we do this because we want to really start to breathe fully, because we normally don't in our everyday life, right? Unless you're active and you're forced to. So we're going to take some nice full breaths as we lift our up onto the toes and lower. Just feeling grounded in. All right, and then next time your feet come down, just do a little twist side to side. Kind of let your body twist a little bit. And then come center, and we'll bring that roller in front of us. So hands on the ends. We're going to lift up. As we lift the roller up, we're going to pull the rib cage back and down a little bit. And let the shoulder blades sort of slide, feel like they're water falling down our back, right? And then bend the elbows without changing anything. See how far back we can bring that roller to the back of our head. Don't let your head move. So this is just about opening our shoulders. And then lift the roller up and bring it back down. And then again, inhaling up. Again, shoulder blades slide down, rib cage in. And then we'll take a side bend. So inhale, and then exhale over to one side. Inhale, exhale back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale over to the other side. Kind of reaching, feel like you're reaching out a little bit, and then exhale back to the top. And then we're going to twist. So take a nice deep breath as you lengthen, exhale, twist. And back to center. Inhale, exhale, twist. Good. And back to center. Let your roller come down. And we're going to put it this way with your fingers on top of it, arms straight, so kind of out in front of you. Good. And inhale here as you exhale, pushing the roller away, curl your tailbone under, and just let your back round. Let your knees bend a little bit. And then we're going to draw that roller back, and we're going to pull it to us as we arch and look up. So just a little cat-cow movement of our spine. Curl the tailbone under as you push that roller away. Letting the knees bend just a little, and then bringing it back, inhaling as we arch with the chest. Good. And one more time, pushing that roller away as you curl around. Do a little stretch under the shoulders. And then again, pulling it towards us, we'll arch. And come back to your neutral. Right. And then we're just going to bring that roller onto the mat. At the top of the mat, wherever that is for you, come to the bottom, visible mat. I don't want to step on your tail, Jake. All right, roll down. So inhale. As you exhale, just let your head and shoulders, arms relax, and we're going to roll down and hang. Might bend and straighten. And then we'll walk our hands out from our feet into pike or down dog. Fingers spread wide, lifting the tailbone, and then just letting your body maybe move around a little bit as we stretch our heels down. Lifting that tailbone. Maybe shifting your weight forward and back if you like. Really lifting the tailbone. We get a good stretch in the back of our legs, pressing those heels down. And then we're going to come on to our knees, down and around to find the roller behind us. So bringing our back, bring the roller right behind the shoulder blade area, hands behind the head. Bring those feet in and lift the hips. And just start to move that roller, relaxing into it as we breathe, pulling the roller up the back and pushing it back down. Just the upper half of our back here. Might like to focus on one area. You might close the elbows in, or you might open them. Whatever feels good. And you might look to one side and the other, just whatever feels good to you. Letting our back get a little massage. As we breathe, make sure that you're not resisting. If there's any resistance, just stop and breathe. You don't need to move the roller or slow it down anyway. Really supporting our head with our hands. All right, and then we'll bring that roller back down a little bit to where it's under the shoulder blade area. Lower the hips. And then we're going to lengthen back over the roller. Feel free to move and adjust it to where it feels right for you. So you can hang here. Might like to hang on to your head, or you might like to let go and let your arms kind of pull you into a little more back extension, right? Got a lot of sirens going on here today. I hope it's not fires. I've heard a few sirens today. Just letting our spine bend the other direction. And then we'll clasp our hands behind our head if they're not already. We're going to add movement. So inhale here, and then as we exhale, drawing rib cage toward the pelvis to lift up. And inhaling back over the roller. Try to emphasize the backward extension a little bit more. And exhaling up. All right, so a little bit more emphasis on that extension back on the roller, and exhale, rib cage toward pelvis. Good. Inhaling, arch. Might even linger in that arch. Exhale up. Good. Inhale back. And exhale up. Good. Last one. So next time we come up, exhale up. You're going to just lift your left leg up, look that knee, and look to the left. So we rotate our upper back a little bit, in those elbows wide. Take a breath. And then come center, lowering that foot down. Float your right leg up and turn to the right. Look back. and center, and lower that foot down. Arch back over the roller again one more time. Inhale and exhale up. And then when we come up, we're going to make sure we push that roller underneath our shoulder blades because it might not be there. So do that. So we can bring ourselves up a little bit more. Curling the tailbone under, we bring one leg and the other leg into tabletop. So we're going to flex our feet and really curl that tailbone under and lift up. So we're going to reach one heel away and exhale it back. So moving from the top of the leg, right, inhale that leg away, touch down, exhale back. Inhale away, exhale back. Good. You can touch down all the way down or not. Move it away because it's hard, right? This is very challenging. Exhale back. Good. Last one, or until you're even on both sides, and then put one foot down and the other foot down and arch back again. Take a moment. And we're going to exhale up again. Again, push that roller under your shoulder blades so you can really lift. And then we're going to bring our legs up one at a time again, feet flexed. And you're going to extend through that right leg or just unbend it and reach it out and bend it back in. Extend the left leg and bend it in. Extend the right leg, bend it in. Extend the left leg, bend it in. Now let's add a little rotation. Extend the right leg, turn to the left, bring everything center. Extend the left leg, turn to the right, and center. And again, right leg extends, turn left, inhale, exhale, extend left leg, turn right, and back. Good, stay here, one foot down, other foot down, arch over the roller. Take a little moment to breathe. Good. And next exhale, we'll go ahead and lift up again and just scooch that roller down if you need to. Stretch one leg out, stretch your other leg out, reach for your feet. Roll up. Take a stretch over your legs. Lifting up, arms out, inhale here. As we exhale, shoulders relax. We're going to curl the tailbone under, round back until we feel that roller. Lift the arms up by the ears. Reach forward and exhale up. And take a stretch. Good. And lift up. Inhale, exhale, round back to the roller and lift the arms by the ears. You might want to keep them here for more challenge as you inhale or reach them forward and roll up and stretch. One more time, inhale up, exhale back, shoulders relaxed, and then lift. And maybe leave the arms here, maybe not as you inhale and exhale up and stretch over the leg. All right, and then we'll bring our roller under our head, under our neck, right? Just underneath the occiput, feet close to your hips. Tucking the chin, lift the hips up a little off the ground, reach for the feet, and just do a little neck massage. So taking our head side to side, getting into the muscles under the base of our skull there. Get a little stretch too, reaching for our feet, get a little stretch through the lats. And then come center, lower the hips down, relax, head on the roller, draw your right leg in, stretch your left leg long, Stretch the legs away from each other. Kind of pulling knee into the shoulder a little bit. And then slide your left leg in and switch. Right leg out. Kind of pulling that knee a little bit across toward the shoulder, right? And then switch again. Bring your right leg in. Stretch your left leg out. And then straighten that leg to the ceiling. Give it a stretch here. You might bend and straighten. You might move your foot. You can flex and point or circle the ankle. All right, and then we'll slide our left leg in. Bring that leg up and grab hold as you stretch your right leg back onto the ground. We'll give this leg a little stretch. So again, you can, whatever feels good to you, bend and straighten and move the foot. Hopefully the roller under our head makes it easier. Give that leg a stretch. And then let's go into a slow bicycle. So draw your right leg back up and extend as you give that leg a stretch here, and then slide your left foot in and draw that leg up. Stretch your right leg down and give it a stretch. And a nice slow bicycle as you stretch. So however long you want to stay on one leg, and then switch. And then whenever you feel stretched out enough, one leg's up, one leg's down, we can bring our hands behind our head, rest on that roller, and go into a little bicycle. So do the splits and slide that bottom leg in and lift it as you stretch your top leg down, do the splits. Okay. So make sure you make a nice big, we want to make a nice big movement, right? And do the splits before we actually bend that bottom leg. So make sure you catch that split. And then we're going to reverse when you get to the splits, reverse, bending the top knee, sliding that top leg down, and reversing our bicycle. The split, and then bend. Slide that leg down, split, and then bend. Accentuating the parts of the bicycle, if you can. If that's hard to do, just do it however you like. I know it can be tricky if you have tight hamstrings or your legs don't want to straighten all the way. Okay, so whatever leg is up and whatever leg's down, bring that bottom leg up, hug your knees, and relax your body. Ooh. Kind of rock around. All right, and then let's put our feet down. Take that roller out from under your head. Just bring it ahead of you there and let your hands relax on top of it, or your arms, and just let your knees sway over to one side. And lift them up and let them sway to the other side. Right. A couple more times, just letting the hips relax and the legs side to side. All right, and then we'll bring our knees up, and we're going to take hold of that roller in our hands and hold it above our chest like this. Right. And bring your, press the low back into the mat to bring one leg and the other leg up into our chair position or tabletop. We're going to open the knees, put the heels together, frog position, Right, so toes and knees point out. And we're going to inhale as we pull the heels in, and exhale, stretch those legs out, squeeze the legs together. And then we're going to, as we do that, bring our roller just a little bit back. So you want to really focus on pressing into the mat, pressing your back into the mat and bringing that roller a little bit back. So bring it up as you inhale and pull in. As we stretch out, stretch those legs out, we just bring that roller a little bit back, right? Make sure you don't go too far. Inhale, pull in as you lift. Exhale, stretch out as you reach back. Good. Inhale, pull in. Rollers to the ceiling. Exhale, stretch out. Reaching back, really pressing our back into the mat. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, stretch out, reach back, stay here, point your toes, lift to the ceiling as you bring your roller up. We're just adding a piece. Flex the feet, lower back down, pull the heels in. Exhale, stretch out and reach that roller back. Good. Point the toes, lift the legs as you bring the roller up. Flex the feet, lower the legs as you bring the roller back a little bit. Bend the knees as you pull that roller back in. So just a couple more times with the breath. Exhale, stretch out as you reach back just a little bit. Point the toes, lift up, lift the roller. Flex the feet, lowering the legs as you just take that roller a little back again. And then pull in as you bend. Hopefully that makes sense. One more. Exhale, stretch out, reach your arms, point, lift to the ceiling, roller lifts up, flex, legs and basically legs and roller go away from each other. That's all you need to remember, or they come together. Okay, now when you bend the legs in, relax, put your roller on top of your knees. Let your body relax for a moment. Rock around. And then pressing into the roller with our hands and our legs on our exhale. So inhale, exhale, press as you exhale, and then relax as you inhale. Exhale, press, legs into roller, hands into roller, relax on the inhale. Just a little bit to lift that tailbone, a little bit off the mat, right? Get a little stretch, get into our low belly. And then we're going to do one more thing here. Bring your roller up again into that, just in front of your chest, and the legs in tabletop with the legs together. And we're going to take our legs to the right and our roller to the left. Right? So kind of twisty. And then bring everything back to the top. Take your legs to the left and roller to the right. So your arm comes down to the ground and then lift back up. And again, legs to the right, roller to the left. Just back and forth, keeping those legs together. And breathe. Good. And the next time we come to the top, go ahead and put your feet down. We're going to lift our head and shoulders as we reach that roller for our legs. Straighten your legs, press into the roller and roll up, if that's possible. Okay, and then put the roller underneath your knees with your knees apart, feet together, so that butterfly position. Lifting the sits bones. We're just going to stretch forward over our legs here. Get a nice little sacrum stretch and just let your hips and legs totally relax. Right, and then lifting up, bringing the roller still under the knees with the legs straight. We're going to reach for our feet, bring our belly towards our thighs and stretch here. And this is really a back stretch, right? So more of a back stretch if you sort of pull yourself here. Feeling that stretch through the back. Good. And then we'll lift up and bring the roller under the ankles area. You might want to leave your knees a little bit bent to start with. Stretch over the legs. You might just like to bend and straighten the legs, or it feels good to you to give a little stretch here. And we'll sit up, and we're going to do a little combination of rolling back with the bridge, right? So we'll start here. Our legs on the roller. My roller migrates, so I'm going to push it over. Okay, so we're going to inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to roll back and bend our knees and bring the roller in as we lie down on the roller. And go ahead and bring your arms over your head. Relax your arms on the ground, inhaling. As you exhale, peel your spine off the mat to that bridge. Inhale here. And melt the spine down on your exhale. And then inhale, lift the arms and curl up as you exhale, straightening the legs, reach and roll up. We're just going to do that sequence, right? And stretch over your legs. So lift up, inhale, exhale, back. And if it's uncomfortable for you to bring your arms over your head, you can always leave them by your side on the ground. Inhale, exhale, peel off the ground. Into a bridge. Inhale, exhale, melt the spine down. As our pelvis comes down, we lift our arms and reach, straighten our legs, and roll back up. And stretch. Good. So keep going at your own pace, breathing. Exhale back. Like I said, you can either bring your arms over your head or you can just leave them by your side. Exhale, peel off the mat. Inhale, exhale, melt the spine down. Arms lift, curl up, reach and roll up. And really breathe, using our breath, nice full breaths. Get into that flow with the breath and the movement, right? Curling up. And melt the spine down. Back. Inhale, exhaling down. Good. This time when we come up, reach and roll up on your exhale. You can stay here when you come up to the top for a moment. Take a little stretch. And then we're going to roll onto our back. Just bring yourself onto your back. And you can have your arms on the ground or arms across your chest for back body plank. If you like more weight, you can just cross your arms or reach to the ceiling. But inhaling, as you exhale, press into the roller to lift the butt off the ground, right? And take a breath here. And exhale back down. And keep going, a couple more. Inhale, exhale, lift our backside off the ground. Inhaling, exhaling, lowering back down. Getting all of our back muscles engaged, back of our legs. Exhale, lift all the way up. Good. Inhale, exhale, lower, back, down. Great. And when your hips are down, draw that right leg up. Now we've already stretched our legs, but you could give it a little stretch if you like. And we're going to bring our arms out from our shoulders for a few circles. So those nice big slow circles. So take your leg across the body, sweep it down, exhale around and back to the top. So as we take that leg down, we sort of press into the roller with our left leg to stabilize. Back. Good. Inhale across, down, exhaling back to the top. Nice big circle. Our hips lifting off the ground. Make sure you take that leg all the way down to the roller. And then we'll reverse at the top. Out, down, across, and lift. Good, and breathe. Relaxing our shoulders. And last circle. So when you finish your circle, just lower that leg down to the roller. Relax it. Draw your left leg up and give it a little stretch if you want. Good. And then we'll bring our arms out from our shoulders. Take that leg across. Of course, bend the knee as you need to, right? Exhale it down, around, and back to the top. Cross, down, around, and lift. Having our leg on the roller helps to take the pressure off of our low back. So it should be more comfortable, right? Doing the circles with something under your feet. And then we're going to reverse our circles. Exhale. And whenever you've done that same number of circles around that direction, you can go ahead and lower your leg back down. And then we're going to bend our knees, pull the roller in, open your knees apart, right, with your feet resting on the roller. You can have your arms wherever you want them. They can stay here or not. And then just straighten the legs to roll that roller away. Pull it back in. Open the knees. So we just want to let our hips get a little release and here. So just open the knees, stretch that roller away, pull it back in, open the knees. Yeah. Just really let your hips relax. Good. And then next time you stretch your legs out, you can leave them there and sweep the arms down, reach and roll up, or grab hold of the leg if you need to. Come up. And then we'll come to our side. So let's bring the roller to one side. And just go ahead and put it under that armpit, right? And actually, let's do the triceps. Let's straighten our legs, if you can, as much as you can. And we'll put the roller under our elbow, under the upper arm, and just do a little rolling of our triceps first. So as the roller comes up the arm, rib cage drops, we get that nice stretch in the lats. And then pull the roller back up. Yeah. That's a nice stretch under that shoulder. A little rolling out of our triceps. And then next time the roller comes up your arm and you let your rib cage drop, see if you can just straighten that arm, right? And do a little bend and straighten, and maybe even put your head on your arm and add more weight. But really, it's just kind of a, depends on how much you can handle. And you can move it around a little bit. Just maybe keep your head lifted if it hurts too much. But yeah. All right, and then we'll bring that roller into underneath the armpit and bend the knees. There we go. Find that muscle under there. And then just lying on your arm, take your top arm in front, and we'll open our book. So you're just going to open to the back, follow that arm back, and bring it forward. And again, opening back, relaxing into the lats on the roller here as we open and close our book. One more time. All right, and then when you close your book on this one, you can go ahead and pull the roller in more into the rib cage, head on the hands. Just kind of find what works for you here so you feel supported. And then we'll extend that top leg. Whoops, I need to move my body. I'm just a little cramped here. Okay, extend the top leg, float it up and down and in. So just kind of thinking of lifting the rib cage as you move your leg in and out. Float it up, lower and bend. Inhale and exhale. So we don't have to lift the leg very high. It's not what that, because we're up on our elbow, so it doesn't lift very high. And the next time we extend that leg, you're going to keep it extended. And you might even hold on to your roller with your other arm, or your other hand, right? You're going to kick forward and point back. Kick forward and point back. Inhale and exhale. And let's go into a bicycle. So next time we reach back, we're going to bend the knee, pull that knee up, stretch through the heel, and reach back. Bend the knee, pull it in, and stretch back. 2 bicycles today. And the next time we stretch back, we can reverse it. So flex forward, knee in, heel to butt, and reach back. Good. Nice big circle with that leg, if you can. And the next time we reach back, go ahead and just let those legs relax together. And we'll bring ourselves up to sitting. Go ahead and keep your legs in a band next to you if that's comfortable for you. And just take a side stretch there. Yeah. Holding on to your legs. Good. And then come up and come into mermaid or half mermaid. Hand on the roller. Good. Lift tall as you inhale over to the roller. Exhale, roll it away. Press and pull it back in as you inhale. Exhale, open. Good. And just breathe. Inhale over. Exhale away. Press and pull and lift. Exhale, open. Good. One more time. Lift. Good. And open. Great. And then from here, if your back leg is folded, bring that leg out and lift it up, front leg up. Take your roller and lift it up. And we're just going to walk on our butt forward a few steps. So little steps forward. Good for our hips. And then we'll walk back the way we came. Harder. It's harder to walk backwards with your arms in the air. And then we'll bring that roller over to the other side, come up and around so that our elbows on it. You might be able to straighten your legs, but if you're not able to, just get them as straight as they will, and then we'll kind of let that roller come up the arm and let that rib cage drop. A little stretch there and move it up and down the arm. This particular one can be very different for everybody. So it could be like nothing, or it could be really painful. So just kind of do whatever you can, right? If it's hurting. But enjoy that stretch, even just hanging out here with your arm on the roller. That could be enough for you. And the next time we let the roller come up the arm and let that rib cage drop, see if you can just extend that arm out with your head laying on your arm or not. Or maybe you find a place where you want that roller to be under your arm and just do a little bend and straightening of the arm. You can really feel it. And breathe. All right, and then we'll go ahead and bring it under our armpit, bend our knees. Lie down on it. And then this top arm forward, we're going to open our book. So rolling back into the muscle as we open and close. Yeah. Open and close. This is really good medicine for our shoulder, obviously, as well as our whole back because of the nice twist that we're getting here. And close. And then when you close your book on this one, bringing that roller under or closer in into the rib cage with your head on your hand, just find where it works for you. Good. And then we'll lift the ribs a bit, stretch that top leg, float it up, down, and in. As you breathe, think of it as a little tentacle just extending and floating up and down. The next time we extend, we're going to keep it there, flex the foot, kick forward, and stretch back. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, stretch that leg back, really stretch it back, big kick, and then we'll go into a bicycle with that. So as we reach back, we then bend, pull the knee in, stretch forward, reach back, bend, pull the knee in, stretch forward. Good for our hips. And then we can reverse at the back, come forward, bend the knee, heel the butt, and reach back. And next time we extend our leg back, you can just let the legs relax together. And we'll come up and take a little side stretch. My shoulders feel pretty good. All right, and then we're going to come into mermaid or half mermaid. Hand on the roller, and then lifting tall as we inhale over to the roller. Exhale away. Press and pull as you lift and come back up and open. Good. And just breathe with that little twist. Roll it out. And making sure our arms are at least as wide apart as our shoulders, right? On the roller. Pull it in and open. And then when you come open on this one, you can bring your outside leg forward, both legs in front for a little stretch to balance our sides. So with our feet a little bit away from us, you can slide the roller under your legs if you want support. Just stretch over the legs here. All right, and then we're going to come on to our all fours. So with the hands on the roller, and feel free to put padding under your knees or whatever you might need. Hands on the roller. That inhale. As we exhale, curling our tailbone under and rounding, we're going to bring our hips towards our heels and push that roller forward. And then pull yourself up as you pull the roller in and arch. Just a little bit of a moving cat-cow, right? So rounding, that roller pushes away as our hips push back towards our heels. And then we pull ourselves up and arch. And then we're going to add to that. So tuck your toes into the mat, right? Rounding, pushing the heels, hips back as you push the roller away. And then coming, rounding yourself back up, bringing the roller in, lift the knees. And then the knees lower and arch. We're just adding that one piece, right? So rounding, push the roller away as you sit back. Pull the roller in as you come up. Float the knees up. And you might like to pike your hips up and come all the way into a pike. And then make your way down to on the ground and arch. That's optional, okay? And round, push the roller away as you press the hips back. Pull the roller in as you round up. Lift the knees, maybe lift the hips. And lowering, bringing ourselves back down and arch. Let's do one more of those. So just push the roller as you round back. Floating the knees, maybe the hips come up, lowering down, and arch. Good, and then bring ourselves to neutral. You can probably be on your forearms on the roller for this next, one, but it's easier if you can keep your hands on the roller, if your hands can handle it. Okay, so we're going to stretch our left leg straight back. We're going to lift it up, and then we're going to bring our knee in towards us as we round, curling under, and then stretch that leg back. And then open the leg to the side, bring your knee to your shoulder, and stretch back. Right, so we're going to alternate. Knee to chest as you curl in, and then stretch back, opening, knee to shoulder, stretch back, and rounding. And stretch back, knee to shoulder, stretch back, and In. And breathe. Open that hip, right? Bring that knee in. Back. Open. Last time, we're going to bring that knee in towards us as we curl in, and then knee to the ground. And we switch to the right leg. So stretch your right leg back, lift up, curl in, reach back, opening that leg, knee to shoulder, stretch back, knee to chest, curl in, stretch back, knee to shoulder. Yeah, just alternating, opening that hip, and bringing that knee in as you round. An active hip opener, if you will. Good. Last one. Bringing it out to the side, knee to shoulder, back, curl in, and knee comes all the way to the ground. So go ahead and stretch back to your heels for a moment, arms on the roller. And then we're going to bring our right foot forward here in this position. Lift up your roller. I'll just find this kind of 90-degree angle with the legs here, right? And then we're going to hold the roller in front. We're going to lift it over our head, then remembering to let your shoulder blades draw down, keeping our rib cage back in line with our pelvis, head lifted. Good. And we're going to twist here. So we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to the right. Good. And center, inhaling, exhale to the left. Inhale, center, and exhale to the right. Good. And then come to center. Bring your roller back down in front of you. And see if you can come into a high lunge if possible by straightening your left leg behind you. But you can just put your leg down as well in a low lunge. So whichever works for you. Hands on the roller. A little stretch here in this lunge. And you can stay in a high lunge and eventually lower the leg down to whatever feels good to you. Just want to get a little stretch in those flexors. If we look forward with our hands on the roller, right? We look forward, we kind of accentuate that stretch. All right, and then lower the knee down if it is still lifted. Yeah. Take a couple breaths there. And then we're going to switch. So bring your right leg under and bring that left foot forward. And come up again and pick up our roller. Kind of find your alignment, your legs lined up with your hips. And then bringing our roller up over our head. The shoulders relax down. Make sure you pull that rib cage just slightly back so it's over our pelvis. Good. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center, and to the right. Inhaling center, and exhale left. And coming back to center, lowering that roller back down. Again, if you're able to do a high lunge, lift your right leg off the ground. I'm not able to, so you can also keep your knee down and lunge this way, using the roller for support under our hands here. We look forward. We accentuate that stretch in the hip flexors. Active lunging is such a good stretch for our psoas and hip flexors, which we definitely use a lot in Pilates. Use those muscles a lot. So if you are in a high lunge, anytime you want to just lower down, you can maybe take a little bit of a low lunge as well. All right, and then we'll bring our knee under us. Just come onto the belly with our arms on the roller. With them a little wider than shoulder width apart. I like to point my thumbs up, but you don't have to. You can have your arms different, palms face down as well. And then looking here, we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to draw our shoulder blades down, press and pull the roller in and lift up and back out. Inhale, exhale, draw the shoulders down and then lift up as you pull that roller towards you and back out. And then we'll just add lifting one leg as we do that, right? So as we exhale that roller in, we're just going to lift our left leg a little bit. Of course, it won't lift very much. And then lower it as we roll it back out. As we exhale in, we lift our right leg. And let it go out. Just keep alternating. Lifting one leg and the other as you pull it in. And breathe. And then when we're even on both sides of lifting our legs, where we feel even, you can just let your roller go out and then take hold of the roller on the ends, where you might want a pillow or something under your chest. Okay, so we're going to look down here and we're just going to lift that roller up a little bit, kind of float it off the ground and lower back down and lift up and lower down. We're just going to add one more piece to that. So float your arms up, float that roller up, bend your elbows to bring your roller touch your head, and then stretch out. Now see if you can stay lifted. If you can, otherwise rest. And then bend the elbows to bring that roller to your head and stretch it back out. And bend the elbows and stretch it back out. Now take a rest if you want or stay up. It's up to you. And you can stay a little bit lifted off the ground. It would be good for your spine and your back muscles. All right, next time we stretch out, we'll go ahead and lower the roller down and relax. And we'll bring ourselves up onto our knees so we can stretch back on our heels. The cat isn't thoroughly enjoying not exercising right now. Okay, so just stretch back on the heels, and it can be on the roller or not. That one was hard work. Okay. Oh, whatever you feel. Your back has got a good enough stretch. You can come up in there. Right. Oh, well, thank you all for coming. I'm going to move around my cat here so I can get to this button.